Hi, I'm Lloyd, Columbia River Handbells. We're going to now get into the more interesting part of how you actually ring a handbell. If you don't have handbells, if you've not found a place to ring yet, or you're just at home watching the video, unfortunately it's not an instrument you can take home and practice. But what we can do, I took a piece of regular closet pole. It's I think it's 1.25 inch diameter, available at any hardware store or the lumber yard. Cut it to about 8 inches long, and this sort of represents the handbell. So not as good, but if you have no other way to practice, that'll get you a little bit of the feel of what a handbell feels like. And it doesn't cost very much. So we're going to start by picking up the handbell, and in order to ring the handbell, we usually ring 2 handbells. So I'm going to take the F and the G right in the middle of all the handbells, and we keep them in what we call the ready position. It's up near the shoulder. That way, a little bit cocked back, so that the clapper is just leaning away from the casting. If we would lean it this way, then the clapper would be almost touching and then it wouldn't ring. So we want to have it slightly held backwards, close to the body. And when we ready to ring, I teach people to imagine there's a wall in front of you with a nail in it, just about your eye level, and you're going to ring as if you're knocking in that nail with the hammer. The next step, once you've done that a few times and you've got the hang of it, what we like to do is ring with a circle following. So the ring is and back, ring, back. The longer the note, the bigger the circle. The shorter the note, the smaller the circle. So it goes down, up and around. Down, up and around. And we try and keep it as vertical as possible, so that the sound goes out towards the people who are listening to our music. So that's fine, we've learned how to make the sound, but a bell rings until you turn it off. Eventually the sound will die out, but usually that's too long for music, because if we're playing this bell followed by this bell, that wouldn't sound good. It's important we turn one off at the right time so that the next bell can sound correctly. And that's what we call damping. There's 2 different ways we can damp. We can either damp on our body, at the shoulder, or we can damp on the table, depending on how many bells we're playing and what size of bell. For now, we're going to concentrate on the shoulder damping. So starting in our ready position at the shoulder, either touching the shoulder or almost touching, we ring the bell, bring it around, wait for the end of the note, and stop. If it's a 4-beat note, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. 2-beat note, 1, 2, off. 1, 1, off. 1, 1, 1, off. Now if we're playing consecutive notes, then we do not need to damp between the notes. So if we have 2 notes and then a rest, we would ring, 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 rest, rest, ring, ring, rest, rest, ring, ring, ring. Notice, ring, circle, circle, ring. And if you notice that the exact same moment that I'm ringing this note is damping. That's legato play. That's assuming that one note immediately follows the next. Ring, 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 future videos we'll teach you what the music looks like and what the signs are for when you ring and when you down.